maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
The following is a presentation of NBC Sports.
The word retire means you can do anything you want from this day on. So if I desire to come back and play again, maybe that's what I want to do. Maybe that's the challenge that I may need someday down the road.
And that day has arrived. Michael Jordan warming up at Market Square Arena more than 3 hours before today's scheduled tip-off. 21 months have passed since Michael Jordan last played competitive basketball. For 21 months, the NBA was without its supreme artist. There may be many interesting peripheral aspects to both his departure and return, but at the heart of it is simply this: the best in the world is back. And in a sports world darkened by constant talk of money, strikes, and lockouts, here's a shining reminder of why we're drawn to sports in the first place. The drama, the anticipation, the sheer beauty of the moment. Today, an artist returns to his true canvas, the hardboard courts of the NBA. Michael Jordan is back.
This is the NBA on NBC.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the NBA. Regular season now underway. Opening day of the NBA. The preseason is now over, and the real games can begin. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And at tip-off opening night, State Farm presents our starting lineups. Okay, first for the Bulls. Kerr out there with Michael Jordan. We've got Longley. They look to him to provide that necessary presence down low. Then there's Pippen, and it's Rodman in at the power forwards position. And then for the Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd is out there with Jackson. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's Jones in at the four-man position.
Well, I like the fact that the Mavs were a really strong team at home, and it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it seems like each year they find a way to win in front of a terrific home crowd.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Kerr kicks to Pippen. Jordan against Kidd. Kidd against Jordan. It's stolen by Jones.
Boy, that's a wonderful read and react play to pick that pass off.
Leans from outside. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got the opening bucket of the night here for the moment. That commands that home crowd. They also another guy who's pretty important in that audience. That's their owner. You know, Steve, he's watching every game in Dallas.
Yeah, from right behind the bench, too. That's something that the team has grown accustomed to. And Mark Cuban has been a terrific owner for the Mavericks. He's turned that franchise around. And he's really a major part of their culture.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a talked to head coach Rick Carlisle. At this point, we know what works for us and what doesn't in terms of our scoring options. Now it comes down to our ability to execute and not let the defense dictate what we're trying to do. Guys?
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan, Clark, centered around their offense, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I think that's fine as long as they don't sacrifice anything from an effort standpoint at the defensive end.
Yeah, exactly. I like the strategy, guys, because when you get off to a good start offensively, you feel good about yourselves, and generally that energy carries over to the defensive end as well.
Well, I tell you what, the coaching performance of Rick Carlisle in the playoffs last season was, I think, what cemented him in the minds of many as an outstanding coach. We've always known it. He was terrific with Detroit. He was outstanding with the Pacers. And he's got a championship ring with the Dallas Mavericks.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Kerr. There's the pass to Jordan. He goes up. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, going back to Carlisle, I mean, he did such a great job, you're right, Clark, in the playoffs last year, mixing up the rotation and going deep into the well to get the right matchups through every step of the playoffs. And I thought he did as good a job as possible for the Mavericks in that playoff run. That's one of the reasons they won the title. And did you see the pick there? It got him wide open all the way to the rim.
Kid against Kerr. Here's Jackson. Great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Jackson's got 5. Outside Jordan. Rodman, defended by Jones. Goes up the baseline. A shot by Rodman, no good. Mavericks leading by 3.
Looking at Kidd, I mean, he's never been really a big contributor offensively via his field goal percentage. But last year it was even worse than normal.
Kerr kicks to Jordan. He's picked up by Kidd. A shot by Jordan, no good.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
Kidd against one. And here is Kidd. Jones. And he makes good on the way.
How about the energy he puts into crashing the boards, guys?
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Give him a round of applause, fans.
Here's Pippen. Under 7 minutes left in the first quarter of the game. Yeah, the numbers on Kidd, you're right. Shot around 36% from the floor. Which, Steve just isn't going to cut it.
Yeah, except that Jason Kidd is a guy whose game revolves around everything else. He doesn't have to make shots to be effective. 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, the way he defends and chases down these balls and rebounds. But Jason Kidd, regardless of how he shoots, is going to be a great player. No problem finishing there.
Those are painful to give up, Steve.
Don't leave Kidd open.
Left side Kidd. 6 to shoot. Lifts up. Number 42. Again, the Mavericks score.
Excellent teamwork to set up that hoop, Kevin. A sweet dime there.
Bulls trail by 5. Kerr kicks to Jordan. He's covered by Kidd. Feeds away. Another one falls for Chicago.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
Jordan against Jackson. Jumps up. Chicago grabs the miss. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first game of the NBA's regular season.
Well, they were the better team when these two teams got together a year ago, no question. Sweeping the season series 2-0.
Kicks it to Jordan. Guarded by Jackson. Fires at the elbow. Jordan can't get it to go.
Cannot count on him to miss a good look like that very often.
It makes you wonder how the standings might look if some of these teams will actually change conferences.
So, Kevin, I think it'd be a whole new world, a totally different world. A whole new set of matchups. But at least everybody gets a couple of games a year to check everybody else out.
He's covered by Jordan. Fade away. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
It's clear they had one thing on their mind when they came out of the gate today.
Check it out here again with the Spikes on Camp.
Come on now, I didn't see. Can you believe that finish? Boy, a little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite, all right.
That was not your average typical dunk.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play.
How about the Bulls' improvement a year ago, guys? They had 62 wins, up from 41 in the previous year. Once again, Chicago has become a dominant team.
Longley passes to Jordan. He gathers. Here's Kerr for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. There's a screen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 11 points. And dominant is the right word, as you mentioned, with the Bulls. They just ran away with the regular season.
Kevin, it's been a while since the Bulls had the best record in the NBA, but the way they came together, it wasn't really shocking. They were good defensively, and they had chemistry and cohesiveness offensively.
Jones backs down. Knocked loose. Kidd against Jordan. With 1 on the clock. Kidd, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Pippen for 3. They get it back. The layup missed. Here's Dallas. 6-point lead. Here's Kidd. Right up. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, they should go back to that because you look at this matchup, and he's just too strong for him down there.
Backing down is Jordan. From 6 feet, and the basket good. Jordan's got 10 points.
Yeah, off to a rough start. Just doesn't seem to have the rhythm with his shot.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
You know, the Bulls were a tough team while traveling last season and ended up with the second most road wins in the Eastern Conference, trailing only the Miami Heat.
Give him a round of applause, fans. Here's Harris. Kidd with it. Picked up by Brown. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 6. He's against Jordan. Fades. Harris misses. We're talking about the Bulls on the road. They got those 26 road wins by, I think, getting really tough.
Well, they're such a good rebounding team, guys, and when you rebound on the road, it gives you a chance to win.
There's the screen. Now here's Jones. Harris, right side, shoots over Pippen, and the basket by Harris. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
What a start it's been for them from the field in this game.
You know what? It's early, but if they can keep shooting at this rate, Steve, they'll run away with this thing. Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So shows you don't have to be at the rim to score. Looked like he scored that one off a little too quickly there, and the defense really was never in the play.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, the Mavericks did a really good job against the East, and you have to be strong out of conference if you're going to grab the number 3 seed in the West.
Free throw good, Jordan. You're right about the Mavs there, Clark. 22-8 against the East last year. Steve, some good numbers.
On a surprising note, they swept some of the bigger fish over in the Eastern Conference. 2 wins each versus Boston and Miami. Oddly enough, they struggled against Milwaukee, like playing down to your competition.
And so he hits both.
I'll tell you one thing, it's really hard to go from winning no playoff series in 1 year to a championship. That is a big jump. Only 2 teams have done it in the modern era. That's what the Bulls were up against last season.
Jordan against Harris. He's picked up by Jordan. Number 7. And the layup is good. Touching back on the Bulls, they had no easy opponents in their playoff run either.
Well, they were ultimately done in by the Heat. The Pacers and Hawks are awfully tough, too. So a great learning experience for a young Chicago team. What an offensive display he's putting on.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him. Bring help and make him move the ball.
On the top of the key, again, the Mavericks score. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Rodman, back to Brown. Picked up by Harris. Goes straight up. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
So they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
He's unable to convert here on the three-point play. The Mavericks leading. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Mashburn. Off target there with the little leaner. So, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up by 2.
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
And thanks for tuning back in as we get back to the action here in this NBA opener. Here's Harris.
Yeah, right there, right there. Watch it.
Here's Mashburn. Offensive rebound. One. Here is Harper, looking for his first bucket of the game. He kicks it to Jordan. Defended by Jones. He faded back on that one to give himself some room.
Tell you what, once he gets going like this, forget about it.
Well, he's in the zone, Steve. I mean, you've been there. Every time he touches the orange, he's looking to score.
Fades and shoots. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense by Rodman. Goes for the alley-oop. Lays it in on the pretty alley-oop. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Wonderful, unspoken communication that time between two teammates.
Boy, Steve, the timing was ideal.
Well, a difficult play made it look easy.
Here's Jackson. He's got 11. Kidd kicks to Jones. Guarded by Pippen. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Number 42. Dallas again missing.
And that's not really his range. Has a tough time in that mid-range area.
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, very aggressive, too. Keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
Here's Jackson. Hands up from downtown. Jackson's got 14.
Even in transition, wide open threes.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, guys, Dallas kind of gets slept on in terms of playoff action because they've been so disappointing in recent years, but they worked hard all season, and the hard work has its reward.
Great perspective. That free throw, no good. Clark back to Dallas. They weren't really talked about as a contender, and some even had them losing to Portland in the first round. Then, Steve, that Los Angeles upset, that sweep got everybody's attention.
Sure did. They took the first 2 games in L.A., then they blew out the Lakers in Game 4 to finish off the sweep. Just an incredible series. And I think that was the series that was the springboard for Dallas into the finals and past the Miami Heat. When they beat the Lakers, Dallas knew they could win the whole thing. Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath him.
Now Kerr. Pass to Jordan. Offline. The Mavericks trail. Here's Kidd. Straight up. An easy 2 points on the way. Kidd's got 4 points this quarter.
He's just playing so well across the board, guys.
Yep, I agree. I mean, that's exactly what his stats look like. Definitely.
Kerr against Kidd. Jackson against Pippen. Looking to end the run, and that one's good.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
They're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
Dallas calls timeout.
Seeing the Bulls here, they were just absolutely terrific against the...
Here's Kidd. 6 points for him. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes the break. Jordan dishes to Kukoc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They trailed by as many as 6. To mention the Bulls in the West, Steve, they were 23-7 against the conference. Very good numbers.
That was the best mark of any team in the East. 3 more wins than the Heat, who came in second with 20.
Brown against Harris. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. Kidd, no good. Chicago leading. Looking ahead to the next game, playing in New Orleans. They'll take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Number 7, guarded by Jordan. Takes a 3. And Jason Kidd hits the 3. Kidd's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Tell you what, since the end of the first quarter, he has really come alive.
You know, Jason Kidd last season became the oldest guard in the last 45 years to start in an NBA Finals and the second oldest starter to win a title since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Still a great player, even closing in on 40 years of age for Jason Kidd.
It's Samart. Jones with the screen on Pippen. Feeds it to Harris. Over Jordan. Offensive rebound. Harris outside. He's picked up by Pippen. Throws up again. Another block. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Michael Jordan on the wing. Goes up. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Tell you what, you talk about Jason Kidd, Clark, and he's no longer a guy who's going to carve up the defense with his penetration, but he's dramatically improved his jump shot, and he's so steady. He's still really a coach on the floor, and even without the blazing speed and strength, quickness, and everything he had early in his career, he's still a dynamic player.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Jordan having a terrific game. 25 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Yeah, those are always easy points. I mean, when you can get to the line and knock them down, sometimes that's the difference in the game, Clark.
And that is good. 8 points for him. Here's Jordan. 25 points in the game. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, that should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint. Make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Kidd. 9 points in the game so far. Number 7. Back to Kidd. Number 7. Guarded by Jordan. Number 7.
I think he wanted some one-on-one time with the rim. He wasn't letting that thing go.
Now, a little pose up there, hanging on the rim. Just kind of showing off a little bit, Clark.
Backing down is Jordan. Gets it to fall. Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe if he keeps up this kind of play.
They sent the pick. Number 7. Now let's check out the Sprite Slam King.
Well, that's a dunk you will not see very often. You won't pass that one by.
No doubt about that.
I wish he would, though. You can never see too many of those.
It's Jordan on the wing. He has 29. Stolen. Here's Dallas. They trailed by as many as 6. No one near him. And it's Dallas with another. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
What do you think, Steve?
Oh, yeah, 8 lead changes already. I mean, that's a big number this early in the game. So we're in for a treat tonight. This is a competitive matchup.
A tight game here. Neither team has been able to gain an upper hand on the backboard.
Well, both teams really getting after it inside. It's been an interesting battle.
He's picked up by Kidd. Jordan against Kidd with the fadeaway. Gets the bucket. Michael Jordan. 31 points for Jordan.
Starting to build a head of steam here. He had a good first quarter, but it's been even better here in the second.
Here's Kidd. He's got 9. Picked up by Brown. 6 on the shot clock. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He has 6.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside the ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint. And you got to love what he's been able to do with the ball in his hands in this game.
Passes it to Kidd. Number 7, guarded by Jordan. From past the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
Looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Backing down. Another one for Chicago. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Bulls foul ball. Tony Kukoc. First personal foul, teams first. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams making some changes here. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Chicago trailing here. Guarded by Jackson. No good from Jordan.
You know, his reputation is such that you'd be surprised with him missing any layup opportunity.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mashburn, and it's blocked. Mavericks lead by 1.
53.
And welcome back as we get rolling again here. A fresh NBA season tipping off here. Here's Kidd. Outside Jackson. Guarded by Jordan. Jackson passes to Jones. 4 on the clock. The shot no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They've trailed by as many as 8 points. Backing down is Pippen. From the baseline. The shot's long, but he gets the bounce. Pippen's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bulls. Here's Kidd. Outside Jackson. He's picked up by Jordan. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Kidd. Rodman with the rebound. Rodman's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Good on the shot. And it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
Tell you what, they were in full attack mode there on that fast break.
I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they got right after it.
Puts up the baby hook. Dallas no good that time either.
3 straight misses here to start the second half. Jordan
kicks to Curry. Back to Jordan. Moving it around. Guarded by Jackson. Fades back. That's good.
Michael Jordan.
37 points for Michael Jordan.
It's been all makes for him so far this half. 3 chances and 3 conversions so far.
Right side Kidd. Defended by Kerr. High post try. Kerr with the rebound.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
Backing down is Jordan. Outside Pippen. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Pippen.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Kidd. Mashburn, guarded by Pippen. Kerr against Jackson.
Back door!
Tries to snap the cold streak. Jordan snatches it down.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
And it's good. Jordan's got 39.
The finger roll little finish, a little finesse for you folks.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And coach could tell they were out of sync. He was going to try to straighten it out.
Half-court shot making defensive trash man coming on the court. Oh, just give it up.
Give him a round of applause, fans.
And Dallas has possession. They're scoreless since the first half. Kerr against Kidd. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Kidd. Buries it from 14 feet. Kidd's got 14.
That time he found a gap in the defense to turn that one into a very easy jump shot, a warm-up jumper, if you will.
Pippen dishes to Rodman. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Here is Kidd. He's got 14. Here's Mashburn. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Scotty,
That one on Pippen.
his second person, first team. 2 shots.
The first one
Easy,
falls.
baby.
Second free throw, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Now, he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Kidd against Cook. Here's Jackson. Jordan knocks it away, and they keep possession. And that one's good. Here's Jordan, and he's got 41. He's covered by Kidd. A fader. Jordan can't get it to go.
He thought he made that one.
He sure did. I mean, it was an excellent look. It just didn't go down.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
Here's Jackson. He's got 14. Dallas calls timeout.
To be relaxed in orbit, my slow flow is euphoric. It's like I'm rapping orphans. The back and forth, more than taking back and forth. I'm sorry for the me down. My timidity now, the semi-stability pounds.
Both teams making substitutions here.
Give him a round of applause, fans.
Here's Brooks. They're working it around. Brings it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
You know, Kevin, his scoring has been one of the few positives they can take away from this game so far.
Jordan, the pass to Rodman. Shoots. Easy jumper from very short distance. And the Bulls lead by 8.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
And they're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
Back to Jackson.
Come on, man, box him out.
The dish to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Jackson. Over Kukoc. Jackson misses. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
Man, offensive execution has been the story here. Just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high-quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
Back to Brooks. He feeds it to Jackson. Guarded by Kukoc. With the clock winding down. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 16 points.
I'll tell you what, right now that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
And the jam by Jordan. Here's the angle on our Sprite Slam Cam.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
He passes it to Jackson. Kerr against Brooks. He dishes it to Jones, moving the ball well. Number 42, guarded by Kukoc. Number 42 gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
Well, basketball is a finesse sport, but with players getting bigger and stronger all the time, it's becoming more and more physical. And I think that's one of the reasons you see these players wearing so much protective gear. Knee pads, padding under their jerseys. It's really caught on.
First free throw is good. We're talking about all this new protective gear players are wearing now. Clark, do you think you could have used some of that when you played?
Well, more than protective gear, I think there's some of the different training techniques and understanding of how the body works and can be maximized for peak efficiency would have helped me in terms of my knee trouble. I look at how the guys train now and focusing on the core and the glutes and the legs and the low back and all of that kind of training 25 years ago perhaps would have helped me prolong my career and help some other guys who ended up having knee trouble.
Kerr against Kidd. There's the feed to Jackson. Back to Kidd. Number 42, covered by Long. But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. Looking ahead to the next game, playing in New Orleans, they'll take on the Hornets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The Bulls leading by 10. Backing down is Jordan. Mavericks with the rebound.
Did you see his balance there? Guys really faded away. I think that's why he missed.
Shoots the 3. The shot is good. He's got 11.
Oh, he just seems to score so easily. The game comes very simply to him.
There's the pick. Kerr against Kidd. The fadeaway. Jordan's shot is off.
Well, he had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off, just couldn't get it to go.
Kidd is double. Rodman brings the double team. Deflected. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
1:32 left here in the 3rd quarter. 5 on the clock. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He's picked up by Kidd. It's a look. Jump shot is good that time. 49 points for Michael Jordan.
I think he set in tone for the entire team in this quarter. Tremendous stuff. Good action.
Kerr against Kidd. Now the pass to Davis. Back to Kidd. Defended by Kidd. Kidd, no good. The Bulls leading by 9. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Kidd. He's picked up by Pippen. Kidd got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Kidd's got 4 points in the quarter.
Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here? Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Backing down is Jordan. There's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
You know, he's given them a nice scoring option through most of this game.
And here we go with Jason Kidd. He's got 16. Rick, 1 on the clock. Master. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
That's one thing to get to the rim, and it's another to finish when you get there. And he's done both so far.
Yeah, through the first 3 quarters, I mean, he's done a great job of being able to complete plays at the rim, finishing drives nicely.
And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Spark of the game report. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls' spark has been provided by the off guard. He started the game hot and stayed that way all the way through the first half. They'd be happy to see that kind of effort from him over the remainder of this one. Back to you guys. Thanks, Doris. He has made Clark a big contribution, hasn't he?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the biggest contribution of anybody, I think.
Yeah, no question. But he's been the most important player for this team.
Outside Rodman deflects the pass. It's stolen by Jones.
He has not done a good job taking care of the ball here tonight. 4 turnovers.
You know, I'm not big on fancy. Hey, if you can make it happen, make it happen. Effective is what's important.
Doesn't matter how you get the ball. Easy get him, Steve.
Put him in the hole. 2-2-2.
Yep, exactly right. Just get it done.
That drops. Here's Pippen. Gets to Brown. He kicks to Rodman. Michael Jordan on the wing. Goes up. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Mashburn.
Chicago foul called. Scottie Pippen. That's his 3rd person. The team's first. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
We got this.
And he sinks the second.
He couldn't get them all, and it's still a 2-possession game.
The Bulls leading by 4. Backing down is Jordan. Baseline try. No good. And Dallas the other way. They've trailed by as many as 10 points. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Pippen. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Brooks. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Backing down is Jordan. Back to Rodman. Over Jones. Simpkins goes to the reverse layup and feeds it in. And the Bulls lead by 6. And Dallas has possession. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Brooks up on top. He's covered by Brown. Here's Jackson. On the mark from 16 feet out. Brown with it. Backing down is Jordan. Fader on the way. That one is good. Jordan's got 53.
What a great possession, guys. Got a really good look there.
Mashburn guarded by Pippen. Jackson against Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Rodman grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 6. Throws it up high. And slams it in.
Boy, how about the touch on that pass? Lobbed it up there nice and soft, feathery.
Yeah, looked like it made Steve for a pretty easy catch.
Well, the pass may have been soft, but the dunk was anything but.
Brooks outside. Back to Jones. To the paint. Poked away.
Boy, that was a great steal, preventing what may have been an easy hook.
Jordan gets the pick. And Dallas has possession, trailing here by 8. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both good from the line that time. Here's Jordan. Backs in. Picked up by Davis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play.
Teams first.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Free throw good, Jordan. Here's Kidd. Clark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
No, the game's still out there for them, but they've got to get back to their game plan and start to grind out each possession.
He's picked up by Jordan. Shot clock at 6. He's feeling it. It's all in by the Bulls. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They continue to pull down misses, and that's how they're maintaining this lead.
Yeah, well, one and done is the recipe for continuing to hold on to a lead. You don't want to let the other team back in it by giving them extra possession.
Jones with it. Feeds at the Kid. The 3. Cut the bucket. Kid's got 19 points.
He is not the guy you want to leave open behind the arc, guys. I mean, come on, you got to understand who you're defending.
Here's Jordan. And they call goaltender. They'll give him the bucket.
You know, he's not going to make a mistake when he gets in tight. That's a good hoop there.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so here is Dallas, a 12-point game. Up with it. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
That was absolutely nasty, filthy. He got served up on that one.
You know, Clark, that's got to be demoralizing. In perfect position, and he still can't make the stop.
That was nasty and filthy, Clark. That's just the kind of finisher he is, though, guys.
He can't complete the 3-point play.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Number 7. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul. 2. Shots.
That one is off.
We got this. You got it out.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Kerr kicks to Jordan. Backs him down. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Jordan. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Jordan's got 11 points in the quarter.
Got such a good feel for his shot today, in a really good groove.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, he's had enough of that lackadaisical defense. They've got to help on penetration and deny all of these points in the paint.
Let's catch up with Goris from the sideline.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Now here's Kidd. Number 7, guarded by Jordan. Clock at 6. Tries to keep it alive. Straight up. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Chicago ball.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group.
Bill Williams. Tony Kukoc. Judd Buechler.
Here's Jordan. Goes right up, and he converts the layup. Jordan's got 13 points now in the quarter.
They don't need much of anything else the way he's scoring the ball out there.
2 minutes, 2.
Now Kidd. To halt the run, number 7. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They haven't had as much success in the paint here. Everything has been from the perimeter here in the second half. And that's not a winning strategy. They've got to get back to getting that ball inside.
No good there. He's unable to convert on the three-point play.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the board. Solid job on the glass.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead, and it shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, rebounding is a huge part of this game.
Mavericks trailed by 17. Here's Jackson. Again, the Mavericks score.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Bulls with possession. Here's Wennington. Here's Brown. And misses off the right side of the rim. That's a 2 from Kidd. Rebounded by Wennington. The Bulls leading by 15. Backing down is Jordan. Guarded now by Jackson. Off to Kukoc. From outside the arc. And the Bulls, another 3.
Well, they're just trying to run clock now. I mean, this thing is pretty much over.
Yeah, there's nothing but the result to be determined. So it's time to start thinking about the next game now.
And stolen by Jordan. It's 2-on-1. And that's going to be a travel.
Traveling. Dallas ball.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Kid. Number 7. Good in the assist to Kid.
That's a tough matchup, and yet he found a way to get off that shot. Impressive.
You know what, guys? I mean, those are really the kind of challenges he loves. I mean, he's that kind of competitor.
That's good.
Michael Jordan.
68 points for Jordan.
That's probably going to do it. They are just putting this team away.
Steve, I thought they caught fire just at the right time, blowing this one wide open as the clock winds down.
Fires top of the key. Number 7 gets whistled for a loose ball foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jordan. Fires it up. Can't get it to fall. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present